If you had bariatric surgery, you initially lost weight successfully, and then you found yourself regaining despite your demanding professional schedule and knowing exactly what you should be doing, this video is for you. And you're not alone. Here's what most high achieving bariatric patients do not realize is that surgery just fixed your stomach, not this, your brain. The emotional eating patterns, the stress responses, and decision fatigue that led to the weight gain originally and you needing surgery in the first place, all of that is still there, working against your surgical tool. And the data doesn't lie. It shows that 76% of bariatric patients regain weight within 5 years of their surgery. And busy professionals are particularly vulnerable because they're using 30 to 40% of their cognitive resources on food anxiety every single day alone. But here's what most successful post-bariatric professionals do not know. The skills needed to stop reading do not require precious hours of your time. They require strategic 2-minute brain rewiring habits that eliminate decision fatigue and work with your demanding schedule. And today, I'm sharing 5 2-minute habits that have helped dozens of busy bariatric patients stop, regain, and start losing weight again without draining the mental energy that you need for executive performance. Before we dive in, if you're a busy professional struggling with regain after bariatric surgery, hit that subscribe button right now. I specialize in helping high achievers just like you stop weight regain by rewiring your brain's relationship with food because willpower, motivation, not a strategy when you're running companies and managing teams. And drop a comment below sharing your biggest challenge as a busy professional. I read every single one and it helps me create more videos and content that actually transforms your relationship with food while enhancing professional performance. I'm Jessica Lawson and I run the Bariatric Success Academy, and I worked with over 100 professionals who thought that they had failed at their surgery when regain started happening. But here's what I discovered. The most successful bariatric patients, they're not following complicated routines. They've eliminated decision fatigue with automated systems. And I personally faced every single challenge that my clients encountered. The food noise, emotional eating, decision fatigue, and fear of regaining weight. I regained 15 pounds myself. And in order to lose it, I had to develop my own brain rewiring techniques to maintain my own success and then refine them through helping dozens of women stop regain. And my own clients who are executives, managers, business owners, have experienced remarkable transformations using these decision elimination systems. Take Wendy, a 54-year-old nurse who had regained significant weight 6 years after her surgery. But through my program, she lost 18 pounds of regain and thriving with renewed purpose. And Monica, who came to me 18 months after her surgery in panic mode about regain while working in a super duper high stress environment. We completely transformed her relationship with food and she stopped stress eating. What makes these habits so powerful is that they're designed to enhance your executive performance, not compete with it. So here's what we're going to cover today. Why traditional post-op advice fails busy bariatric professionals. The 5 tiny 2-minute brain rewiring habits that eliminate decision fatigue and how to implement these without draining cognitive resources needed for work. And real results from real executives using these strategies. Whether you're 6 months or 6 years post-op or 16 years post-op, these habits work by making the right choices automatic, freeing up mental energy for what matters most in your career. Tiny habit number 1, the 30-second protein first rule. Most successful bariatric professionals don't rely on willpower to eat enough protein, and why would you? Because they've automated the decision to eliminate cognitive drain. So here's the 30-second brain rewiring habit. Before every meal, ask yourself, where's my protein? But you can't rely only on protein. You should not be eating protein products galore, protein shakes, protein bars, all of that. You need protein from real protein sources, but also balanced meals. You got to focus on carbs and fat, but I still want you to focus first on protein. I'm not saying only eat protein though, okay? Then eat that protein first before anything else on your plate. Why does this matter? It creates an automatic decision pattern that bypasses willpower. For bariatric bodies, you need protein first for proper absorption, and protein triggers fullness hormones that stop the food noise in your brain. When you're satisfied on protein, cravings for problem foods naturally disappear. If you're an executive, here's how to implement this. At business lunches, scan the menu for protein options first, and then commit to eating that before anything else. Even at a pasta-focused client dinner, eat the chicken or shrimp pieces first. And for busy professionals, Keep pre-portioned protein ready in your office refrigerator. Think eggs or egg cups or grilled chicken or bean salads that can be quickly reheated between meetings. The key is consistency over perfection, and this habit takes seconds but completely rewires your brain's response to food after surgery. Tiny habit number 2, the 2-minute morning brain reset. The most damaging pattern for busy bariatric professionals is the all-or-nothing mindset that wastes enormous cognitive resources because one off-plan choice during a morning meeting triggers, well, I've ruined today. Might as well start again tomorrow. Who's been there? If you've been there, post in the comments, okay? So here's a 2-minute brain rewiring habit. Each morning, place a full water bottle next to your bed. When you wake up, drink at least half while setting this neural pathway. You're going to tell yourself, today, I nourish my post-surgery body one choice at a time. Here's the brain science behind this. This eliminates perfectionism-driven decision fatigue. And instead of needing willpower all day long, you're programming your brain for success from the moment you wake up. If you want an enhanced protocol, use a 24 to 32 ounce bottle for easier consumption. And room temperature water is easier on your stomach than ice cold, even though I definitely prefer ice cold water. And as you drink, mentally rehearse your day, identify potential challenges, and visualizing yourself navigating them successfully. Why does this work? Well, hydration kickstarts your metabolism, and that's often slowed after surgery. And starting your day with success creates neural momentum for your entire day. This one choice at a time mindset eliminates the perfectionism that drives regain. Remember, your bariatric journey is not about perfect days. Perfection's not the goal. It's about consistency and consistent choices that fit into your professional life. We want to do things that are realistic, and this 2-minute reset establishes that mindset effortlessly. Tiny habit number 3, the strategic environment reset. The biggest enemy of bariatric success for professionals isn't hunger. It's unconscious eating triggered by decision fatigue when you're stressed over deadlines or rushing between meetings. So here's the 2-minute decision elimination habit. Once weekly, perform an environment reset, one that's strategic and helps make proper choices automatic and eliminates decision points. Here's a 2-minute protocol. First, arrange your proteins and your prepared vegetables at eye level in your refrigerator and in the office. What you see first is what you'll choose when you're in decision fatigue. Second, identify 3 to 4 protein-centered meal components that require 0 decisions. Recooked chicken or fish portions, or pre-cooked hard-boiled eggs that are ready to grab, pre-cooked veggies for instant meals. And then third, remove the top 3 trigger foods from your most accessible spaces. Here's why this works. It removes decision fatigue when you're vulnerable during high-stress periods. It prevents impulsive eating driven by convenience when rushing between meetings, and it creates an environment where proper choices happen automatically. You do this once for 2 minutes, and it supports proper eating throughout your entire professional week. If you're finding these habits helpful and want my complete 4-step system for stopping regain, I've created comprehensive free training that teaches my complete 4-step method to stop and reverse weight regain after bariatric surgery, and it's specifically designed for busy professionals and shows you exactly how these individual habits fit into a complete transformation system. The link's in the description below, so grab it after this video so that you have the full framework and everything you need to be successful. Tiny habit number 4, the 60-second stop method. For busy professionals, emotional eating is responsible for significant amounts of regain. But between deadlines and constant stress, there's rarely time to address it until now. So here's the 60-second brain interruption habit. When you feel the urge to eat outside planned meals, implement the stop method. First off is S. Stop what you're doing. Physically pause. Place your hands flat on your desk. This breaks the automatic stress to food neural pathway. T. Think. What am I feeling right now that's causing me to want to eat something? Think deeply about what emotion you're feeling. The emotion might be nothing. It might be boredom. It could be habitual too. O is observe. Am I feeling physically hungry or mental head emotional hunger? And then P, proceed with awareness. Make a conscious choice. If you're truly hungry, choose a complete meal with protein. Don't eat a snack, just eat some of your next meal. If you're emotional or if it's head hunger, use a non-food coping mechanism, all right? The brain science behind this method rebuilds the connection between your brain and your body's actual signals, which often gets disrupted by professional stress and busy schedules. And common emotional eating triggers for bariatric professionals include work stress, deadline pressure, difficult client interactions, celebration habits, and travel fatigue. Lisa, a project manager who's a former client of mine, struggled with stress eating during high pressure work periods. And she said that she used to automatically reach for the office snacks whenever she got stressed out about a deadline or a difficult client call. Now, when she feels that urge, she stops herself and asks, am I actually hungry, or is this stress? Usually, it's stress. So she takes 3 deep breaths and instead drinks some water and uses one of her coping strategies. And it's amazing how that tiny pause breaks the automatic pattern. She went from stress eating multiple times a day to maybe once a week max. And she actually handles work stress a lot better now. Tiny habit number 5, the evening preparation protocol. For busy bariatric professionals, evenings are when regain happens most. And after a day of executive decisions, willpower is depleted and old patterns, they reemerge. So here's the 2-minute tomorrow success habit. Before bed, eliminate tomorrow's decision points. Here's your protocol. First, fill your water bottle. Add any flavoring that you want within reason. Then place where you'll see it first. Second, place your vitamins like B12, calcium, and iron where you'll naturally encounter them. Third, choose tomorrow's first protein source and do any minor prep. Take something from the freezer and get it ready. Fourth, set out comfortable shoes for any potential walking between meetings. And if you're traveling, create a simplified hotel room version. For those with family responsibilities, involve family members to streamline the process. And here Thomas eliminates regain. It removes morning decision points when you're rushed for early meetings, and it creates visual cues that trigger healthy behaviors during hectic days. It builds consistency without requiring extra time in your packed schedule. Look, these habits aren't magic. They're strategic brain rewiring that creates specific measurable results for busy professionals. And so I want you to start with just one. It's really easy to hear 5, but just start with one, okay? Start with one habit that addresses your biggest decision fatigue point. For a lot of my executive clients experiencing regain, implementing these habits creates cognitive freedom and a 30 to 40% reduction in daily mental energy wasted on food decisions. It also increases their professional confidence. It stabilizes their weight without additional gym time that they didn't have. It also significantly reduces their stress and their stress eating between meetings and increases their executive presence because they have improved energy levels for high performance work. It also protects their investment in their weight loss journey. It gives them renewed control over their bariatric journey without sacrificing career momentum. And these results come from eliminating decision fatigue, not adding more to your plate. One of my clients, Rachel, shared in her client success interview that she went from 50 years of emotional eating to confidently choosing apples over ice cream at the grocery store. And that's super inspiring because her transformation shows what's possible when you have the right systems in place. She went from someone who used food as comfort to someone who makes conscious, empowered choices that align with her health goals. And remember, successful weight maintenance after bariatric surgery isn't about perfection. It's about automated systems that make the right choices effortless. If you're ready for a personalized approach that enhances rather than competes with your professional success, I invite you to book a free bariatric success strategy session. And in this call, we're going to talk through why you're gaining weight, create a plan to stop it, and see if my coaching program is the right fit for you. Click the link in the description to secure your spot today. And before you go, which tiny 2-minute habit will you implement first? Drop a comment, whether it's the protein first, the morning reset, strategic environmental changes, the stop method, or the eating protocol. Also, if you want a deeper dive into how to stop regain, I've created comprehensive free training that walks you through my complete 4-step method to stop and reverse weight regain after bariatric surgery, designed for busy professionals just like you, and the link is in the description below. This training will give you the full framework that these 5 habits fit into. And if you're serious about stopping regain and protecting your surgical investment, while enhancing your executive performance, hit subscribe and the notification bell because every week I share brain rewiring strategies specifically for busy professionals just like you. No fluff, just systems that work with your demanding schedule. And remember, your surgery was just the beginning. The right brain rewiring system protects that investment for life without draining the cognitive resources that your career demands. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see you next.